morning everyone, and welcome back to Wake Up Wild. This morning we're going to go around and meet our penguins. We've not done a live on them yet, so we're very excited to see how they're getting on. And we will also be going and seeing our lemurs again today. So if you've got anyone that you'd like to meet, if there is any questions that you've got about these guys, then just pop it in the comments below. I'm going to be going around to Sinead Penguins, so I'm just up here at the moment. So if you've got any questions for Sinead, then let me know, and we're going to be meeting Liz and lemurs as well. As you all know, obviously it is Black Friday as well, so I'll tell you the offers that we've got on at the moment. So we do have 15% off our Christmas hampers, so they make the perfect Christmas gift. But any animal lover that you've got in your life, so they're absolutely perfect. All you need to do is add Go Wild at the checkout when you're on our website. But we've also got them on our adoption pack, so I'm just going to show you quickly what our adoption packs include. And as I say, we are going to be meeting the two animals that we do adoption packs for. So if there is any individuals you're thinking about adopting or that you'd like to adopt, we are going to be telling you a little bit about some of the individuals, so please pop them in the comments below if there's anyone in particular you'd like to meet. But I'll just show you quickly what's inside one, so you know what you're buying. So this is our lemur adoption pack. So £5 of each of these sales goes towards charity, which is the conservation in the wild. So for our lemurs, it goes to the Lemur Conservation Foundation. And inside, you will get your very own certificate saying who you've adopted. You will also get an enamel pin badge. I absolutely love these. These are one of my favourite things that we sell. You will get your very own lemur teddy. And the last couple of things you'll get, so you'll get a postcard with one of our lemurs on, and you will also get a little information booklet about telling you all about our ringtail lemurs and some fun facts about them as well. So that's what you'll get in our lemur adoption pack. And our penguin adoption pack, if you choose to adopt a penguin, so again, £5 of the sale goes towards conservation in the wild, and the charity that we have a connection with here is Finisco. And inside again, we get your very own certificate saying who you've chosen to adopt. You get a little penguin teddy, penguin version of our enamel pin, and again a little leaflet that tells you all about our Humboldt penguins, and also a postcard with one of our penguins on. So that's from one of ours from here at the park. And additionally, in our Humboldt penguin one, you do get a little leaflet that tells you a bit about Finisco as well. So as I said, that's the charity we choose to support, and £5 of each of these sales goes towards the conservation of the animals in the wild. So as I say, you can buy these online, and you choose the individual you'd like to see. Another massive announcement just before we head over to Sinead is that we are actually opening on Wednesday the 2nd. So I said in my video the other day it was going to be Thursday the 3rd, but I was actually mistaken. So we're ecstatic to announce that it will be Wednesday the 2nd. So we look forward to meeting you all. We ask that everyone still continues to book online. So again, just head to our website, book a time slot for your arrival, and then come down and see everyone. It's a massive support if you can visit us. It's a good way to support us, buying day tickets, annual passes, anything you can do to help us. So let's head over to Sinead. She's joined by a couple of the penguins. And the sky, I must say, looks absolutely gorgeous today. We've got a lovely backdrop, Sinead.
Yeah. Morning, everyone.
So who have we got here?
We've got Violet and Ibis. So Ibis is our eldest penguin. He's nearly 17, and Violet is quite old as well. She's 13. Hello, buddy. Ibis is quite a big penguin as well. So we've got Orion coming over as well. Come on, mister. They're all a bit confused as to why we're here so early. Some of them have just nipped up to the top wall, so what we'll do, we'll just move to the other side over there in a minute and see if they come down. Hello, missus. There you go. So they are Humboldt penguins.
So what are they having for their breakfast this morning?
Now this morning they're having sprats. Let me just get one to show you. So it's just a small white fish. They absolutely love them. Now in the wild they'll eat a lot of different things really. They'll eat anchovies, krill, any small whitebait type fish that they can get hold of. But these guys are collectively picky. I don't know if you guys are a bit picky with your food. I'm not. But these guys are. So they just fed on this sprat.
Might look a little bit different to your breakfast this morning.
We've also got a sprat, but we put a special vitamin inside just to make sure that all the penguins are getting all that they need, vitamin wise. So you guys might take vitamins in the morning, and it's the same for these guys. Violet is very hungry this morning. That's very good. That's a good sign, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll move a little bit to that side in a minute, see if we can coax anybody out of here, because we've got all of our chicks from this year in the bottom pool. I'm hoping they'll come out.
So with regards to, obviously we've got sale on our adoption packs today. Can you tell us a little fact about any of these 3 penguins that have joined us this morning?
Violet is a little bit naughty, so when it's nesting season, Violet, instead of using the boxes that we make for them, Violet decides to find, for example, in that bush behind there, she's dug underneath the bush and she goes and nests underneath there. So it's always a challenge in the morning to try and find her when it's nesting season, which is usually kind of around May-ish, and just before May as well, because they start kind of gathering stuff for their nest and stuff. But Violet is Houdini. It takes us a good 15 minutes to find her in the morning. So yeah, she's not a naughty one, but she's a clever one, I think. Ibis is just an old man. He's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful boy. So when he turns around, he has a white spot under his chin, and that's kind of his marker for us. But with all the penguins, we tell them apart with the spots on their bellies. So Violet has an upside down V on her belly, and no other spots really. If they turned around, I could show you, but
They're not playing ball this morning. Would you say Ibis is your favourite, Sinead?
yes. He's
What?
one of the favourites.
So you could be adopting Sinead's favourite penguin if you choose Ibis today.
Look at him, he's so good though, isn't he? He's so lovely. Are you, yeah, you are hungry, you're just not liking the camera, are you? There we
Oh.
go, stop, look. Violet's upside down V. And Ibis has kind of an upside down tip in the middle of his belly as well. But let's see if we can, there we go, the white spot under his chin. That's our marker for him.
So Dawn's just asking how you can adopt a penguin. So if you just head onto our website, I think there's a little tab called Shop, and our adoption pack should be under there. There's a penguin one and a lemur one, and then to get the 15% off when you get to the checkout, just add Go Wild, and the discount will be added for you.
Remember, Ibis.
Sinead's favourite.
Should we move over there and see if we can get these guys? Because
Yeah.
the way they come out of the pool is just in the corner over here. Let's see if we can get them out.
So we'll say hello to a few people while we go over as well. So we've joined by Steph, Melanie, Lisa, Dawn, Karen and Ken, Annabelle, Lizzie, Brian. Sorry, my voice went a little bit weird. I had to crouch down to get under then. Jill, Kim, Wendy. Quite a few people this morning. So thank you for joining us. I know it's very early.
Very early. Come on, Pluto. Oh. This is Pluto. Pluto was our first chick, actually, that we ever had at the park. And Orion's coming up very
Hi.
quickly. Hello, Orion. There you go. Good catch. That was marvellous.
Not a great catch.
Yeah. There you go, Pluto. Good boy.
Hi.
And Orion is a very good dad, actually.
Just playing with his food.
Pluto's definitely hungry. This is something some of the penguins like to do as well. We have a penguin called Paul, and he likes to, when he's finished eating, he still likes to play catch with a fish. So he'll stand on a special rock. Well, he does for me anyway. And he wants to play catch. So the way we tell Paul apart is he has, in the middle of his chest, he's got the number 5 that you would see on a dice in a spot pattern. So he's a very playful penguin, he is. Oh dear, what's going on there? chicks.
bickering.
Come on, lazy bones. That's it. Come on.
Say good morning to Olivia. No, Oliver and Hugh. My brain is not working this morning. Sorry, guys. To Caden and Casey, Amanda and Monty.
Come on, Rudy.
Come on.
You can do it. Come on, Rudy Roo. Yay! Come on, then. This is a chick from this year. His name is Rudy. Rudy's a mischievous penguin. He climbs everything.
You may remember last time we were in lockdown, we did a little competition so you guys could help name them. So it was Rudyard and Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie's currently in the pool. I think he might look to come out because they're kind of hanging around the edge there. Well done, Pluto. Right, Rudy Roo. Oh.
So you can see how big they've gotten already. Will he get any bigger, Sinead?
No, so they kind of, after 12 weeks, they get to their adult size and they get kind of their juvenile feathers as well. Hello, Orion, have you decided that you are hungry again? And at 12 weeks, their spots develop on their belly. So what will happen now, after a year, is Rudy will go through his first molt. So if you've been here before and you've listened to our talks, you might have heard that these penguins go through a molt. Now that's annual, so they lose all their waterproof feathers and all their insulating feathers as well, and then they grow new ones underneath. So at that time they look like plucked chickens, so you may have seen them at the back of the pool looking like plucked chickens. But after Rudy goes through his first molt, which will probably be in a year's time, maybe around August-ish, he'll have his first set of adult feathers, which means he'll have his tuxedo suit, so his black and white suit like everybody else, and his spots should stay the same when he goes through his first molts as well. So for him, he's got a circle of spots just at the bottom there, here, and he's got kind of no spots at all really on the other side. So that's his marker for us. I tend not to use the bands because they fall off very quickly, and penguins like to pull them off as well. So there they go. Oh.
Again, have you got any fun facts about these three, Sinead?
He's naughty.
Straight up naughty.
Yeah, he just likes to climb everything, so we have to be very careful because he's a bit of an acrobat. He also, this one, Orion, can eat for England. He can put away a lot of fish.
I think you got offended by that,
I
Sinead.
think he did, didn't he? So when you see them do that, it means that they're pushing their food down from their gizzard down into their stomach. So it's kind of a, you'll see him doing it now. And then he'll do a little squeeze, there we go. Fun fact about him, he was the last chick that started to eat fish. So usually around six months oldish, the chicks should start kind of looking for fish to eat and stop pestering mum and dad for food. Now he was a bit late compared to everybody else, or was everybody else a bit early? Maybe everybody else was a bit early, but he was the last one. Now he finally started eating fish, and in one sitting he ate 42 individual fish. Which is insane. That's a lot. Oh, sorry. Ready? Ready? Push up now. There we go. Ready? Go, 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 go. Whee! Oh, he's a bit rubbish at catching. His brother is much better. Brother or sister, actually. We don't know, do we? Reggie.
Who is the parents of Reggie and Reginald?
Mars and Lindor are their parents. They're excellent. They're an excellent pair of mums and dads. They're absolutely brilliant. So they do very well with 2 chicks. Now usually penguins will have 2 chicks, but only one will kind of survive in the wild. But here obviously we give them all the help we can. But mum and dad, Maz and Lindor, are excellent parents, and they have 2 chicks that put weight on at the same time, and they're very good at looking after both of them. Hello.
Someone else making an appearance.
This is Orville. Hello, mister. He's a chunky monkey, he is. Hello. There we go. So Orville's dad is actually Pluto. who is just next to him here. So you can see the size difference. So each penguin, they're not necessarily the same size. They can be a little bit smaller. So their average height is between 40 centimetres and 60 centimetres. So as you can see, Orville is a very big penguin. Ibis is another big penguin as well. And then Pluto's quite a little diddy one. Oh, don't steal from your dad. Mind you, your dad's not eating it, so here you go, Orville.
Got Teresa asking a question for you. Do they stay with the same when mating in the wild too?
Yes. Yeah, they do. They mate for life. So they have different calls, but they have a call for kind of establishing their bonds with their mates. So they have a special call for that, which is very cute. It's called a display call. But they will stay with their partners. Once they've made a partnership, they'll stay with them for the rest of their lives, which is very cute. So Ibis has Toodles. Toodles is probably in the pool somewhere. But yeah, so that's their pairings. And Orion has Belle, who's a very, very petite penguin. And then Pluto has Thumper. Now, Thumper's a very feisty penguin. She's a bit bigger than him as well, so she's a very feisty penguin. She's great though. Come on, chickadees. Oh, Orville, there we go. Rudy, you can't be full. That's a lie.
I'm making a mess this morning for you.
Yeah, this will be fun to clean later on.
We've got Kate asking, do all the penguins have names?
Yes, all of them do. And as I said earlier, what we use as their identifiers are their spots. So we've learnt all of their spot patterns, which is a great way of kind of keeping track of every individual, because as you can see, it can be quite sporadic how we feed them, or how they feed. So it's good to know who's who, so you can keep track of who's been eating well, who hasn't eaten in the morning, and so on. And anybody that's looking maybe a little bit ill, or they need a little bit of help, if you get to know them and know their behaviours, it's very easy to spot any problems, and also spot all the troublemakers. I think Pluto just wants to play now, doesn't he? Because he keeps catching them and not eating them. Pluto, you're making a mess.
Making a little pile of fish for you. Saving them for later.
Absolutely. Orville, much more interested in catching and eating the fish than eating them off the floor. I get that. There you go. That was the wrong way round. You will see that they spin them, so they eat them head first, just because on the back of the fish there's fins. Oh, someone, Maureen has noticed that there's food. Hello, Maureen. Here you go. Hi, good morning. Oh, you sausage. I have to wash them now. This one is another bit of a troublemaker.
There was no stopping Maureen then.
She's a very confident penguin. Oh, Mars, come on. Come on then. Quick, quick, quick. That's it. Come on then. Mars is coming down now. So that's Rudy and Reggie's dad. Mars, come on. Yes.
This is one of my favourite things that they do, is run from the top pool to the bottom pool.
Come on then. Quick. Come on. He's just thinking, do I go down?
If you've ever been to the park and lucky enough to see it, it is hilarious.
Come on.
He's changed his mind now.
He's changed his mind. Oh, Pluto, come on.
Oh.
Ibis is back. Ibis might clean the floor. That would be amazing, Ibis. Come on then, Duncan. I can see you up there. Come on. Maureen, are you just playful? This is another one that will play with the fish as well when she's full. Come on then. Come on, Duncan. Oh, he seems to be moving. Mars might come with him. Come on, Dunks. Move, move, move. Come on then. There you go. Oh. Yeah, there we go. She starts playing with them then. Ah, who else is going? Come on then. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's it. Come on, Dunks. Move it. Good boy. Oh, Doris is coming. Come on, Doris. Doris, Duncan and Mars. There we go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. They have to have a look around first, like, what's happening? I have food.
Is it worth us coming down?
Yeah.
Yes, it's worth it.
Come on. If I throw some, let's see if they catch them. You're not eating them. Oh, yes. Duncan, that was a great catch. Mars.
Oh, we've got some more coming.
Yeah. Oh, Sprat's coming. Sprat's a very naughty penguin. Hello, Sprat. Here you go. Oops, sorry. Oh, a bit of a...
He's like, I got it, don't worry.
Yeah. So you remember I was talking about Ibis? Sprat is Ibis's daughter. Sprat's a naughty girl. If there ever was a penguin that would cause trouble, it will be her.
Who would you say is the naughtiest penguin?
Her, definitely. Without a doubt, her. What she does is, at the edge of the pools, we've got things that are called skimmers, and they kind of pull in the top of the water and pull in any debris or any anything that might be growing on top of the pool, so it just keeps it clean and keeps it moving. Now, Sprat likes to grab anything she can, for example, the leaves off those bushes over there, and she stuffs them into the skimmers, which means they stop working, which means that I have to come and empty them. While I empty them, little madam over here will start pecking me. I assume to make me fall into the pool. It's not worked yet, but she tries. So yes, she's naughty. Another thing is we have it's basically like a hoover. So we clean the bottom of the pool with this and we connect it to the skimmers. And sometimes I have to climb the rocks on the pool to hoover the middle bit. Now when I do that, Sprat goes to the skimmer and unplugs the hoover. Which means I have to come back off the rocks and reattach it.
I'd say she's a very clever penguin.
She's a very, very clever penguin, yes. She thinks I don't see her doing these things. Because when I turn around to look at her, she stops. She's quite funny. So yeah, she's Ibis's daughter. Now, Ibis has... It's a genetic thing. It's like a feather parting on his back. If you saw him while he had his back to us earlier, you'll see it's like a feather parting on the top and then around the tail as well. Now he passes it down to all of his offspring. Now Sprat's just turned around and you can see that she's got a feather parting right at the back. So he passes it down to all of his offspring. She's very cute, I think. Oh, Doris. Don't want to forget about Doris. Oh.
So I think, if I remember rightly, was Doris born here, was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
She will have been, so Doris, Duncan, 3.
3 years
Yeah.
ago.
And Duncan as well, which is this one. So they're 3. So the penguins kind of range from nearly 17 to being nearly 1. Vast majority of them are between 6 and 8, and then we've got those older ones: Poppet 12, Ibis nearly 17, and Violet 13. So it's a good range, and they can live up to 20. It's usually kind of a good age for them, but in captivity, because we kind of look after them a bit better, there are no predators. We take them to the vet, so we get the vets involved if we need to. They can live up to 30. It's not unheard of having a 30-year-old Humboldt penguin. Oh, Maureen has decided... No, she wasn't. I thought she was going to eat. Hello, miss. You can see right at the base of the beak, they've got a pink area. Actually, Maureen's kind of flushing now. So what they do is to cool themselves down, they send blood to that area and it gets really, really red. So as kind of a cold breeze moves past it, or while they're in the cold water, it takes the heat away and they keep pumping the blood, keep pumping until they get to a good temperature, and then they'll stop blushing. So it's a good way of them regulating their temps. But they are a warm climate penguin, so they come from a warm country, Peru and Chile, so that's why they have this piece of skin on their beaks to keep them nice and cool. when they need to, but they've got really thick insulating feathers to keep them nice and warm when they need to as well. So they're very, very adapted to changing in weather. You're not eating that. Look at them, they're starting to play with them now, aren't they? Are you eating it?
Making his way back to the top pool now.
Yeah,
see you later, I've had enough.
I'm done, thank you. Hello, cheeky.
Okay guys, if no one else has got any more questions, we might start making our way over to our lemur walkthrough to see what Liz is up to. So we'll say bye and thank you to Sinead. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Oh.
Maureen again. Oh.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Bye.
So we'll start making our way over to the lemurs. So as I said before, remember guys, that you can get 15% off our adoption packs today, and also our Christmas hampers. So I'll tell you a little bit more about those as I make my way over to Liz. So our Christmas hampers we've created as basically a little hamper that includes a few different things that we sell here. So they include an experience, we have a kids hamper and an adult hamper. Again, both a lemur and a penguin version. These can be seen on the website as well. So they will include either a teddy or a mug, some peak merchandise, and as I say, an experience as well. So either a lemur experience or a penguin experience. So we've got Michelle asking what do the lemurs like for breakfast. So we will see in a moment as I just go in there. We can ask Liz as well when I get in there. But if there is any lemurs you'd like to see this morning, just let me know. We are going to be making our way around to meet each individual as well. So I am joined by the sheep, just letting me get in. Hello. These guys miss visitors so much. I can't wait for you guys to get back. And they're looking forward to us opening again on Wednesday. So Liz is just over here, so I'll spin round. We've got a question for you already, Liz. So it's from Michelle, just asking, what do the lemurs like for breakfast?
So we feed them a variety of veg. Now they get mostly green veg in the morning, so they're a bit picky. We do like to give them a nice balanced diet, but the green veg is definitely the least favourite, so we tend to feed that in the morning because that's when they're more likely to eat it. So if you ever come to the park, you'll probably see that when we dish the food out, all the greens are left till last. It is the least favourite. But I have added a bit of a mix today, so I have added some some carrots, and some parsnip, which hopefully make them a bit more interested. The ringtails are a bit sleepy this morning. They have all gone to the top of the roof for a bit of a nap, so hopefully they'll come down. I've brought some of the carrots over, which Ty is very interested in. Go on then, Mrs. There you go. Is that okay? No? I've got nothing better, unfortunately.
Not the best piece.
So I'll point out a few individuals to you, talk a bit more about them. We did do a Facebook Live on the lemurs a few weeks back, so if you are interested in learning more about lemurs in general, if you check back on that video. So I'm going to talk a bit more about the individuals we have here at the park. So I will start with Ty since she's down here. So we've got Ty, our black and white ruffed lemurs. So we do have two black and white ruffs, so we've got Ty and Olive. So Ty and Olive are actually mother and daughter. So Olive is the mum and Ty here is daughter. And Ty is the most dominant lemur in this enclosure. So you will often see her chasing the others around, especially during feeding times, just to assert her dominance. She wants to remind everyone that she gets the food that she wants first and everyone else has to wait. So it's not unusual to see her kind of causing trouble and running around the enclosure. So people often say she looks really mean and horrible. But if she were to stop doing this, if she was to stop displaying her dominance, then another lemur would be able to take that top position. So she does have to keep kind of on the ball all the time to make sure that she keeps that position right at the top. Her mum, Olive, is just in the tree at the moment, so she has started to make her way over. So if she does come a bit closer, I can tell you the really easy way of telling Ty and Olive apart. But she is definitely one of our biggest... Oh, right, Hank. She's definitely one of our biggest characters here. She's very well known by our visitors as well.
Have you got any fun stories about anything that Ty's done?
Ty is usually the one that is rummaging around prams and bags, so if you bring a pram or a bag in, she's usually straight over. She is very clever. She has learned to stick her head in bags, so if there's like a tiny little opening, she knows to stick her nose in and she can open it a bit more. She's got a great sense of smell, so she can smell food from a mile off. So if you come in and she's over there and she can smell that you've got food, she's straight over. Very cheeky. So yes, we have to keep an eye on her during the day to make sure she's not stealing things that she shouldn't be. It's obviously, we do feed them on a strict diet of veg, so a lot of people do bring fruit in for their picnics, and fruit is a really sugary treat for them, so it's one of their favourites. We don't feed it very often because of the high sugar content, but if Ty spots that someone's got fruit, then she is going to make a beeline for it, so we have to keep an eye on you. Yeah. You can go back down so we can see some other lemurs. Ty often steals the show as well. She's often the one that you see most on the cameras on these lives. So if we nip over here, we have got Alan, who's just making his way up to the top. We've got Mary here as well. There you go. So Mary is our eldest lemur. So Mary's now 22 years old, which is a great age for a lemur. So out in the wild, they typically live up to about 16 years. But in captivity, they can live 25, even up to their 30s, so they've got an amazing lifespan. We can obviously provide all the veterinary care, all the food they need. Mary, as she walks around, if she does walk around this morning, she's a little bit slower than the rest due to her age, so she is getting on a bit now. So we do give her supplements just to help her along, but other than that, she is doing super. She's actually what is known as the matriarch of the ringtail group, so that means she is the leading lady. She keeps everyone behaving, she keeps everyone in check, make sure there's no arguments. So she's very good at letting the other lemurs know if they're doing something wrong, she will give them a bit of a telling off. So she is a very good leader. So next to Mary is Tom. So Tom is her grandson. Now she lets Tom get away with absolutely anything. He is the golden boy at the moment. Who else have we got? If we come down the bottom, we've got Alan. Alan loves carrot. Do you want to go, Al?
I think Alan has definitely got to be my favourite lemur.
Yeah, definitely. So Alan is our breeding male. Now that might sound like an important kind of role in the group, but Alan is actually our least dominant lemur out of our ringtail group. So the females are the most dominant, so even the lowest ranking female is higher than the highest ranking male. So unfortunately for Alan, he is at the bottom of the rankings in the group. So it's not unusual to see Alan kind of sat on his own, keeping out of trouble. This is normal. He's just making sure he's not getting told off by the girls. So especially during feeding times, he'll hang back, let the girls get what they want, and then he'll jump in because he knows that way I'm gonna get out of trouble. But you will again often see them all huddled up. It's not unusual for Alan to be all huddled up or on his own. It's kind of up to him. But he's a very sweet lemur. He is definitely a favourite of most people's. And he absolutely loves carrots. His favourite.
So let us know who's your favourite lemur in the comments below, and we might be able to go and see them. So anyone that's visited the park, please just pop in a comment below and let us know who your favourite is on that topic. Who's your favourite lemur, Liz?
Definitely Alan. Like a piece of carrot on the tip of his nose there.
You missed a bit.
Definitely Alan. So Alan is 19 years old, so he is an older lemur as well. He's not far off Mary. So again, Alan gets a bit of a supplement to help him along, but other than that, he's doing really, really well. So I mentioned he is our breeding male, so he is the dad of all the youngsters we have in here. So our females will come into season for one day of the year, so that day is a very good day for Alan, and he is very popular with the ladies. But except for that day, all the rest of the year, he, as I said, stays out the way, keeps out of trouble. So he's very, very sweet.
He's loving his carrot this morning. So you'll see him looking around a lot. Why does he do that, Liz?
So he's keeping an eye out to see where the rest of the group are. So because he's got a carrot, which is quite high price food for these guys, he's making sure that none of the girls are about to come and tell him off or to try and steal his carrot. So he's just making sure that no one's coming to steal his food.
This is just too cute. We are getting lost in Alan at the moment. And how can you tell it's Alan? What's one of his big tells?
So for me, Alan, he's got quite a chunky face compared to the rest of the ringtails. He's also got quite dark markings around his face as well. And he's got a very impressive bushy tail. So the more you come here, the more you might start to notice that Alan does look a bit different than the rest of them, because he is obviously unrelated to our breeding females, but our breeding females are actually all related to each other. So they all look quite similar, whereas Alan looks quite different.
Shall we go and see somebody else?
Yeah, so we've got Ziggy. Are you coming to say hi? It is a bit messy in here, I apologise. We haven't done the cleaning yet.
Zig.
Hey, Ziggs.
Ziggy's got to be a close second of mine.
Yeah, he's a very cheeky boy, Ziggy is. So Ziggy is one of our black lemurs. He is our male black lemur. So he's absolutely gorgeous. So the males are all black and the females are a brown colour with white tufts around the face. So we might see Katana, the female, in a little bit. Oh. How are we going to
Short and
find her now?
sweet.
Bye, Al. Bye, Ziggs. Bye. So Katana is coming up on the roof now with her back to us. Katana! So you'll see that she is a completely different colour compared to Ziggy.
Hi. Oh, you taking a phone?
So it's Primrose who came up to say hi. So you can see all the ringtails are cuddled up, having a bit of a morning nap. So I have fed them out the breakfast, so they tend to go for a nap after they've had something to eat. It's a bit like us, if we have a big Sunday dinner, it's nice for us to go for a bit of an afternoon nap. So that's what the lemurs tend to do. So they don't have a block of sleep like us, they tend to have lots of naps throughout the day. So I think it's definitely nap time. Oh, and they've heard a plane go past. They're all on island now.
How many lemurs can you count in the muddle?
So we've got 9 ring-tailed lemurs altogether, so I think all of them apart from Alan are up there.
And maybe we'll make our way over and try and see the newest arrivals that we had in here. So if you were lucky enough to meet these guys just before we went into lockdown again, these are our red-bellied lemurs. And they have the cutest little faces.
Let's see if we've got any nice food left anywhere. See if they want to come say hi.
Hi. So they're all cuddled up this morning, not ready, staying tucked into bed. Go on then.
Good boy. We go right to the back of the tree. Hi.
So this is Rufus and Bramble.
Yeah, so Rufus is the one that's closest to us at the moment, and then Bramble's the one that's behind. So these boys are red-bellied lemurs, so they joined us a few months ago. They are settling in amazingly to our group. So we've even spotted them playing with the younger ringtails. They've all been jumping around the tree together. Just very, very sweet. So they're doing really well. So this is their tree at the moment. They absolutely love sitting in this silver birch tree, so you'll probably spot them in here when you start to visit us again. So have a look out in this tree. They're usually cuddled up together. Hey, Bramble.
Have these guys done anything, got any fun stories about them just yet, or not quite yet?
I think they are really confident. So when we first had them, we kind of expected them to be a bit more nervous, a bit shy, not quite sure what's going on. But they were the complete opposite. They kind of just came in and was like, right, we're here now. Very, very confident boys. Very confident with people as well, and not bothered about going up to people. And as I said, they have been playing with the ringtails as well, so they've definitely got very confident personalities, which is really sweet. But yeah, I think we're definitely going to get some good stories out of these boys with their confident personality.
Let's see if I can get a little bit closer to them. Hi.
That's Bramble. So Bramble is a little bit darker than Rufus. So it's quite easy to tell these boys apart. So when they first came to us, it seemed like Rufus was the more dominant one, but the past few weeks it seems like Bramble has got a little bit more dominant, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. But they are very close, as I said. You'll often see them cuddled up with each other. Who's your Garrett? Is I've got no carrot left, I've got a bit of onion. I don't know whether you want that. No, I'm not keen on the onion.
So I think we will leave it there, guys. If anyone has got any more questions, remember you can adopt any of our lemurs, and if you do it today you'll get 15% off. I know I keep going on about it, but I don't want you to miss out on our deals. So yeah, we will leave it there. Say thank you very much to Liz.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to see you all next week when we can open on Wednesday. So we'll see you soon. Thank you.